All right, here we go. This is the very first episode of the JP podcast. You see, I've been pushing this back for a while because the overthinking was always there. The possibility no one's gonna watch this, no one's gonna care about this, and all that stuff got in my head. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna press record and just spill out. And what this podcast is gonna be, it's gonna be raw, unfiltered, and straight from me to you. Basically, if I was talking to you straight side by side. What we're going to be talking about on the JP podcast is we're going to be talking about gym, golf, lifestyle, real talks, maybe some rants with some hopefully special guests, special features on this podcast. But right now it's just be me and you. But I'm not here to be perfect, I'm here just to be real and be straight up, be raw of like what I'm going through is probably maybe something you're going through. But let's just first start off with, let's kick it off with where I started, and that is my fitness journey. So, fitness, I've always loved fitness. Like, don't get me wrong, like, athlete throughout high school, soccer, track, did karate as a kid, but not until like 2019 is when I was like really anchoring down fitness is like something that I need to be in my life. And like the gym itself, it's good, it's great and all, but outside the gym, it's that discipline, consistency, staying on some kind of routine, showing up when you don't feel like showing up. Like that motivation goes away, you still show up anyways. But where did I start? I started as as a 125 pound, 5'6" kid. Yes, I was pretty small, pretty skinny too, but I stuck with a plan, knew what I was doing, sort of, not really, but I had buddies of mine who had helped me along the way of getting the right proper nutrition, whole food diet, stuff like that, not going off straight junk food. Like, I'm not saying junk food's not bad. Obviously, I do partake sometimes in some junk food, and that's okay. But in the beginning of the whole stage, I was like thinking fitness is all about, like physique, aesthetics, looking like you looking like a model, or you looking like you have a six pack 24/7, staying lean all the time. But as I got more into fitness, yes, those are great things. Those are great qualities that get to like getting those amazing. Like you had to put so much effort to get the six pack, get shredded, stay lean, tone up, all those things. But for me now, it's not realistic of me staying at some kind of low body fat percentage for so freaking long that I regret or I can't indulge in some things if my friends want to go out or if I want to have something that I'm not supposed to have. But I'm not saying you don't need to do that. I'm not saying my way is the right way, your way is the wrong way. No, it's just that from my own personal experience is that I used to always think staying lean is the best thing. But once I did my first bodybuilding show, which was back in October 2024, Arizona Arizona one hosted one. It's you have to put on some fluff or insulation and chisel it down. It's like how I was explained. It was like like a rock, like a statue. Or if you see SpongeBob, if you like, there's an episode in SpongeBob where they're chiseling. I think it's stone, but it's like that. It's like you start off with your base, you work your way up, and you're that stone, or whatever in this case. But you're chiseling down to get to the physique you want to get to. But also at the same time, you can't be at that 3%, 2%, or 5% body fat for so long because then you just all your like numbers are going to be off just because your body is not having the nutrients in that it needs to support your whole system. But it's not always been pretty, I'll tell you that. Some weeks, some months, I've been like, hey, I don't want to work out or things aren't going my way. Sometimes the weight feels heavier than normal, and I'm like, why does this feel heavy? Or some days I'm like, yo, I'm crushing it. I feel like Superman, or I feel like a freaking superhero. But that's what that motivation is. So motivation, it fades. But what sticks around is consistency and discipline. You see, when you have the discipline and the consistency to show up anyways when you're not motivated, that's when you see the real results. That's when you see that you're putting the extra work that someone else wouldn't be putting in. You see, that standard you set for yourself in the gym also becomes a standard outside of the gym. So if you are hard, determined, if you execute, if you grind, if you hustle in the gym, most likely those things will also work in your everyday life as well. I've come to realize that in my own personal experience is that some days I'm like, yes, I want to be here. Some days I don't want to be here, but I show up anyways. You know why? It's because I'm not done yet. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to get done. Yes, might have a bad day, might have a bad week. But when I come to the gym or when I do my workouts or anything like that, such sorts activities, active stuff, I zone out for that 1 to 2 hour and just focus on something that I know I can control, is just pushing heavy weight, pushing my body to the limit that it needs to be pushed. So if you take anything from this first episode of the JP podcast, I hope that is fitness it's not about waiting for motivation at all. No. I believe that's not true. Motivation, like I said, it fades. It's about discipline, because discipline is what carries you through your whole life. And that's when I said that standard you set in the gym is also the standard you set outside the gym. And that's where I'll wrap it up today for this first episode. So yeah, fitness, it built my foundation, yes. But there's another side of me. And that's for the next episode, which is me and my passion for golf. So yeah, but I won't hit anything else. Yeah, second episode though, it's about golf, my golf journey, and how that brought me to where I am to this day. So if you're into fitness, golf, or chasing growth in general, stick around, because this is just the beginning.